2025 Big 12 Coach of the Year. When you look back at last year, what's something that you learned about yourself that you'll take into this season?
This is my 18th year doing this. And one thing that I have always learned is don't limit what young people are capable of doing. And so in last year's group, that was a testament to it. Went 16-2 in the Big 12. That was the best record ever in our school history. Going to Elite Eight for the first time in men's or women's basketball history. Going 21-0 at home. So what we try to do, create an awesome environment that they can blossom, that they can flourish. And I think that's something that we've done really, really well here.
It was fun to witness and watch that historic run. When you think about the trajectory and the success that this team was able to witness, how did that change the standard, the expectations, and also the confidence of this program?
Everything, because the year before we had open tryouts and we had to cancel a couple games to go and do an Elite Eight and winning a Big 12 championship. So it's given us access to recruits that, you couldn't get access to. Obviously, Olivia Miles, probably the best player that was in the portal this year and decided to do her last year of college basketball in Fort Worth. And that's a byproduct of the season that we had last year. And this community. We sold out this arena. There was 8,000 people here for the first time ever when we played Louisville and punched our ticket to the Sweet 16. Fort Worth is a college town, so they love their Horned Frogs. We've been here 24 months basically, and you had about 150 people here our first game, and then our last home game was sold out, and this place was electric. I think it's one of the best home crowds in the country. It's also why we went 21-0 here, and it's been hard to get people to come play us here.
I can only imagine. You are widely regarded as the nation's best recruiter, just attracting a lot of elite talent. What's the secret sauce? What could you tell us?
I can't give you the whole recipe, right? There's many layers to it, right? So style of play and player development. You want to attract the best players from around the world to come here. And if you do that, you got to be able to develop them and help them reach their goals, which is getting to the W. I've now helped coached 14 different players that have been drafted. And so I'm very fortunate to be around that many great players. But I'm only as good as my players, period. Players is what make you look like a good coach.
Yeah.
So there is no secret sauce, but I'd say relationship and our style of play.
Well, in the past 4 years, 3 of your point guards have won, Conference Player of the Year. When you look at what you want and what you need in a point guard, what exactly are you looking for?
And they're not even point guards. I call them playmakers. And last year, Haley, we unleashed her as a playmaker. We try to lead the country in pick and rolls. We value shooting and spreading the court. And then you got to find the players that you're going to give the high usage to, that get a play in all the pick and rolls. And so we've had now 3 straight playmaking guards. Kalasia Dean, Liana Tillman were both the MVPs at Sac State, and then Haley Van Lith, and now you got Olivia Miles here. Yeah. And so I think we've done a really, really good job of finding the players that have the ability, the gift of creating. And that might mean one game they score 30, that might be one game they have 12 assists. Yeah. But giving them the freedom to go make plays for us.
Olivia was telling me about a vision that you have for her.
It started off with just ball in my hands and being a playmaker. And I think the fact that he can trust me to manipulate defenses and put my teammates in great situations, says a lot about him because he's never coached me before. But his faith and his belief in me to run his system, run this team, take this team to new heights is really empowering for me. And, I wanted to be a part of that vision, be a part of, cutting down nets or going far in March and bonding with new girls and new cultures and new environments. I'm just really excited.
She is so gifted with her playmaking abilities and her vision. And that's really, really hard to scout and take away. It's a lot easier to take away someone that's a prolific scorer. It's really hard to take away someone that can impact the whole game without scoring a basket. And Olivia has that ability. I love this part of building a team, taking all these pieces, creating a system. And so Olivia is a completely different player than Haley. And so this off season, me and my associate Chavi, we've been together 12 years, but we had to rip up the playbook and go back to the drawing board and figure out how do you best utilize who Olivia Miles is and what she does. And so I can't give you the whole blueprint. You're gonna have to come back and watch a game.
How do you bring the best out of your players? Because I think that's what I keep hearing. That's the common denominator. Like when I'm sitting down with these players, they're telling me that's why they're coming here. And that's what we see out in the court?
I noticed a lot of trust. I realized he had really watched my film and understood my flow for the game, and a lot of encouragement. I had a vision of a player that I want to be, and he was willing to, with hard work and dedication and time together, he wanted me to be whoever I wanted to be. There's a lot of conversation about being the best version of yourself, being yourself, pushing yourself, which I thought was great. It was the perfect match for me.
It starts with a great relationship. That's step one in earning their trust. And then two, it's to really study their game and who they are as basketball players. And they're like chess pieces, figuring out how to put them in the right spot for them to utilize their giftings that they have. Marta Suarez is another unique basketball player. That's gonna, for the first time in her career, we're gonna use her as a playmaking guard, and she's never been used in that way. And so I think that's something our staff does really well, and then give them the freedom to go hoop. I'm big on playing through your mistakes, and when you give players that freedom, their confidence just grows.
You lost 4 starters, but for this team in particular, every team's going to be new and unique. What would you say is unique about this team, and also the identity that you want this team to hold?
It's been really neat to see from year 1 to year 2 the growth of talent that we attracted here, and then year 2 to year 3, it's not even close. And so this roster is loaded. I think we have great size. As you're trying to break through at the highest level of our game, you need size, and we didn't have enough of that last year when we played Texas and South Carolina, and those were great learning experiences, and those are teams that you're trying to catch. This year's identity, I want to have a really blue collar feel to it. That was our mantra this summer. It's been the hardest working team that I've ever been around in 18 years. They love the game of basketball.
When you look at the ultimate vision for TCU, what do you want that to look like?
Yeah, basketball-wise is to build one of the premier women's programs in the country. That was my vision when we came here 3 years ago, and it's coming to fruition. And then just a spot where you can compete at the highest level and still have an incredible college experience. This 4 or 5 years that kids get as student athletes, it should be the best 4 or 5 years of their life. And so balancing, the cutthroat part of our business and winning with making sure their college experience is just an awesome ride.
Lastly, Coach, TCU coming in as the Big 12 champs, what will success look like for you all this season?
An analogy I give, when you have a wash rag and it's full of water and you're done with it, and you got to squeeze it out and dry it out, and you want to get every last drop. Each year at the end of the journey, you want that wash rag to have no drips left in it. And so whether that means you win 12 games or that means you win 34, my goal as a leader is to make sure we maximize the group that we have. And so far, I think we've done that each year here.